Hey everyone, Cole Karski here with Setup Sundays. I'm going to switch gears this week and go over some panfish presentations. The last couple of weeks have been some walleyes and some dead stick options, and I'm going to switch gears over to panfish. Now this applies to both crappies and bluegills. I'm a big fan of this presentation for both, and that is, you may have heard of it, it's kind of a hot bait this year, and that is the Eurotackle Micro Z-Viber. Now, I personally like to run this on the single plain hook because I like to do a couple of different things with it. What I have rigged up right now is a Eurotackle bloodworm, and I have it wacky rigged like you would a Senko when you're bass fishing. Gives just a nice little action to the bait. It gives it some profile, gives them something to target, and I just think it works really well. It's a little trick I've been trying out all season. Huge fan. The bloodworm is one of my favorites on the ice, and adding it to this presentation has just been knockout for me so far. Another thing I like to do with it is I'll put some beaver baits on it, some beaver tail baits, a little chunk of that for some scent and some meat, or you can thread a waxy on the single hook. I know that comes with the treble. I have yet to really experiment with that because I just prefer the single hook. I've never had hookup problems, especially if you give something for them to target, but I've caught fish on this bear as well. They'll take it. It's great. The size of this is awesome. It is very similar to a 5mm tungsten jig when you're comparing the size, and is much smaller than the original Z-Viber. And as you can see, I've got my groove box here loaded up with lots of goodies. This is my kind of aggressive panfish box with some spoons and Z-Vibers, and you can see I'm a big fan of them. Now, as far as how I'm presenting this, I'm presenting the Z-Viber on a Della Bay pan sizzler. This is their ultralight 29-inch rod. It has got a nice light tip, very spring bobber-like tip, so you can really see the bite, but it's got lots of backbone. I have this set pretty loose right now, but you can really get into the backbone of this, and it'll handle anything you might happen to tangle in with. I have this one on a free fall Ghost from 13 Fishing, and as always, cold snap bands holding it on. Cold snap bands come in a bunch of colors now, and I'm OCD and like to match my stuff, so I got the white bands for the white reel. I actually have white bands on my other panfish reel as well. It just helps me with identifying things when you're looking at your box with all your rods sitting on top. You can have the different colors. It's just, I think it looks good and it helps me out. Now, like I said, you can do so much with this presentation, with this bait. You can get real creative with it. There's no wrong way to fish it. This is Cole Karski with Setup Sundays. If you have any questions, please get a hold of me. Hope everyone had a safe holiday season. Tight lines, everyone.